Hello, everyone. We're going to get started in just a moment. Sorry, I'm running a little bit late, but I had some trouble signing in. For those of you who don't know me, let me do a very short introduction. My name is Jon-Eric. I'm a verbling teacher on the best place on the internet to learn English and now Spanish, as well as having conversation exchange. Let me just mute you, Andrew, temporarily, because I got a lot of noise from the background there. Hang on a second. Okay, so 3 rules for class. Turn off, that means turn off your microphone. Tune in, that means pay attention to the new words and expressions you're going to learn and use them actively. That's how you're going to learn. The more actively you use them, the more feedback I can give you, and then you can know if you're using them correctly. That's how you'll learn. And the third rule is open up. Don't be closed. Feel free to share. Remember, this is a safe, respectful place, and I'll make sure that it stays that way so you can feel safe experimenting with English on Verbling. Okay. Oh, and a quick word about premium members. If you're not a premium member, you can always try it out by going to the Get Reservations link at the top of the Verbling page, and you've got a variety of ways to try it before you buy it. In other words, you can send out some links to friends. There's videos you can watch. These will all give you reservations to come to class and be able to reserve a space for yourself. Okay, so let's get started since I'm a little bit late. We're going to say hello to people I don't know, and we're going to go over the rules of the game. This is a very interesting game. This game focuses on question forms and your powers of description. So for those of you who don't know him, we have our reigning champion, Andrew, from Russia, back with us. Say hi, Andrew.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Anything we need to know about you, Andrew?
Oh, just
Nothing.
the same routine, yeah.
Same routine, okay. We've got Nihan. Hello, Nihan.
Hi,
Say a quick hello to the group for those those of us who don't know you.
I am Nihan from Turkey, and there is the link.
Okay. Let's say hello to people that are new or that haven't been with me before. So we're going to start on the far left side with Anastasia. Hello, Anastasia.
Hello, but my name is just pronounced Anastasia.
Anastasia. Where are you from, Anastasia?
Yeah. Well, I'm from Kazakhstan, but I'm Russian. What else I can say?
Kazakhstan.
Oh, yeah.
That's where we send everyone into space nowadays. It's always from Kazakhstan.
Yeah, usually, exactly.
Have you been to space, Anastasia?
No,
Oh.
I wish I could.
That's too bad.
Yeah, but I do not have like $20 million to go to the space.
Well, maybe you can stow away when no one's looking. See if you can enter the spaceship.
Well, maybe.
Think about it. Think about it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, it will be awesome.
Just bring lots of oxygen with you, just in case.
Okay, thanks.
Let's say a few quick hellos to other people, like we've got Jose Valdez. Hello, Jose. Are you there? Turn on your microphone, Jose. Your microphone is on the top right side, and if it's red, it's off, and if it's gray, it's on. Jose? Going once? Going twice? Okay, we're going to come back to you, Jose. Let's say hello to Juan. Hello, Juan. Juan, I cannot hear you. I see you, but I don't hear you. Juan, your microphone is off. I can't hear you. Sorry. See if you can fix it. And oh, you're very quiet. You're very quiet. I can hear you, but you're super, super quiet. So, where are you from, Juan?
I'm from Spain. I'm from Seville, in the south of Spain.
From Tenerife, is that right?
Seville, Seville.
Seville. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you're really quiet, so it's hard to hear you. Well, nice to have you with us, Juan. See if you can work on your connection. And Jose, I'm going to mute you temporarily because I'm getting feedback or something. I think it's from you. I'm not sure. Someone is playing with their microphone. I don't know. Maybe it's you, Juan, actually. Hold on. Let me mute you. Oh, okay. That noise was coming from your side, Juan. We'll come back to you in a minute, okay? We'll come back to you. I think your microphone wasn't connected properly. Let's say hello to Kitty V. Hello, Kitty.
Hello,
Hey, Kitty. Where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
You're from Vietnam. Okay.
Yeah,
You've got a lot of people in the background. I hear kids and family.
I'm sorry for that.
Are you celebrating Easter?
No.
Today is Easter in the West. Big holiday.
Yes, but I don't.
Okay, because I thought maybe that's why you had all of those. Maybe you're having a celebration over there. It sounds like a party.
It's just my brother.
Oh, it's okay. Got a lot better. Okay, I'm going to mute you temporarily, Kitty. And when you're ready to talk, you can turn your microphone back on. Hello, Mine.
Hello.
Mine from Algeria.
No,
No.
you are wrong.
Mine from Turkey.
Yes.
Yes?
You are right, no. Yes.
I was just testing you to see if you remembered where you're from.
Yeah, I understand.
Excellent. Okay, and we got two more quick hellos. One to Saltuk. Hello, Saltuk.
Hello, John.
Hi,
How are you?
Saltuk. Are you Turkish?
Yes.
That was a wild guess, but I was right. Because whenever there's accents on the letters, I know, oh, they must be Turkish, and I was right.
Yes, yes. My English speech is very weak. I try grow it.
Okay, and today you're going to have lots of opportunities to speak. So you're going to grow today. Don't worry.
Yes, yes.
And we've got Yada back again. Hi, Yada. I remember you.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Yada. How are you? And where in the world are you hanging out from today? Where in the world are you hanging out from? Where are you?
Yeah, sorry. In Jalapa, Veracruz, Mexico.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought you were Spanish.
No, I'm from Mexico.
From we say
Nice.
we say Mexico because we have funny
Nice.
accents up north, Mexico. And where in Mexico? I couldn't hear the place. I'm sorry.
Jalapa, Veracruz. It's
Veracruz,
state in the Gulf of Mexico.
In the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, great. All right, look, everyone, we've got a truly international crowd today, which is always good. So it will be interesting to see what kind of objects you bring to class. Now, you don't have to have real objects. Let me explain how this game works. Oh, we've got Indranil back again. Excellent to have you back, Indranil. I see you. I don't see you, but I saw your name. I don't know where you are. There he is. And we've got Indranil joining us. Indranil, you didn't tell me where you were from before, did you? Indranil, can you hear me? Make sure you turn on your microphone. All right, we'll come back to Mr. Indranil because I don't hear him. Indranil, when you get your microphone on, say hello. Okay, so for today, we're going to play a game, a version of a game. Okay, no problem, Indranil. When you're loaded, we'll talk. A version of a game called 20 Questions. Did anyone ever play 20 Questions when you were a kid? For example, if you were driving somewhere with your family and you were bored, you had to play games in the car or something like that, or if you took a long train trip. Has anyone ever played 20 Questions before?
Yeah, like maybe one day ago with the other teacher.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll do it
game.
better than that teacher. I'm just kidding. So how does that game work? Let's see if it's the same game, because my version is different.
Well, some person, I don't know, wherever,
Right.
just need to make up some words and choose the category. For example, I don't know, just use countries, category
example.
countries.
Okay.
Yeah, and every one by one should ask a question. The question should be yes or no to answer.
That's true. It's a yes or no question. That's
Yes.
true.
Yes or no question.
And we
Then-
have to guess, yeah, what the country or what the city.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
Okay, but this time,
Thank you for the explanation.
We'll
but,
get points.
but this time we're going to play the game a little differently.
Okay.
Instead, the category, we're not going to do categories. We're going to do objects, because I want you to focus not only on your question forms, different forms of questions, but I want you to focus on your powers of description. And I want to help you with your descriptive powers, with your adjectives, and with a variety of nouns you can use just to name things. So it's both. So let's do one example together, and you'll see how this game is played.
Hello, teacher.
Everyone, go
I'm
ahead,
Daniel.
Andrew. Oh, that was Indranil. Indranil,
Yeah.
where were you from? Because I don't remember if you told us before in the last class.
Yeah, you didn't ask me last time.
I'm asking you now, Indranil, where are you from?
It's India.
Oh, you're from India. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And where in India, if you don't mind me asking?
I am right now in Bangalore.
Bangalore.
My
Okay.
home, yeah, Bangalore.
Excellent. All right. Thanks for joining us again. So this version of 20 questions, you're going to pick an object that you could have with you in your pocket, or in your handbag, or something small enough that you can bring with you. So everyone, it doesn't have to be something you really have with you. It can be something that you could have with you. So real or imaginary. We're going to do a variety of activities with these objects. Okay? So everyone, start thinking of an object that you have with you or that you could have with you. And while you're thinking, let's do one example together. Okay, everyone. I have an object in my pocket. It's small enough that it can be in my pocket. I'm not going to say much more than that. And you, as a group, have 20 questions to figure out what it is, but I can only answer yes or no. All right, so let's try this together as an example, and I'm going to give you I'm going to give you some hints and a little bit of help as we do this. All right, so let's just go right down the line from left to right, starting with Anastasia.
Okay. That the sink used for opening the lock?
Does this thing used for opening the lock? I can't answer that question because
You can't
it's the
say
wrong verb. It's the wrong verb. You can't say does here. Try again.
Do you?
Do you what?
No. Can you use the sink for locking the door?
Can you use this thing for locking the door? The answer is, I'm looking at the object right now.
Okay.
No, you could. If you were like a caveman and you like to break things, then you could do it, but otherwise, no. It's not meant for locking the door.
Okay.
So right away, everyone in the group can see you have to be very strategic with your questions. You need to start asking questions that can rule out big things. When I say rule out, I mean eliminate. To rule out means eliminate. Okay, so let's try. Maybe we'll keep this first round really short, just so everyone gets a chance to ask and see how the game is played. So, Andrew, your question. It's not used for something to open a lock. Your question.
Okay.
Try to eliminate categories. Think of very broad questions.
Okay. Does it help you to comb your hair?
Does it help you to comb your hair? It's a very specific question, Andrew. Very specific question.
Yes or no?
The answer is yes, it would help you comb your hair, but you would probably end up bleeding if you weren't careful, because it's very sharp.
Very sharp.
Indranil, Indranil, your
Oh, I
question.
got
Yeah.
it.
Indranil, your question.
Do
Yes
you,
or no
yeah,
question?
yeah. Do you use it in your day-to-day life?
The answer to that would be I don't. Some people do, especially if they are psychopaths or if they're really into arts and crafts. Two possibilities. Either you're a psycho killer or you're
Okay.
into arts and crafts. Those are the two people who would use this every day. Did anyone figure it out? If you figure it out, you get a prize, by the way. Let's go to Mr. Juan. Do you got your microphone working, Mr. Juan? A lot of noise in the background. I think I need to, Sautuk, I need to mute you temporarily because I think I'm getting a lot of noise from your end. But you can turn your microphone on in just a moment. Juan, are you there? Hey, did I hear you? Is that you?
Yes.
I hear your voice. Hallelujah, Juan. Give me your question.
Do you use this thing to communicate with other people?
The answer to that is the only communication you could do with this is probably to stab someone or kill them. So it's not a very good. If you're friends with people, you wouldn't want to use this to communicate because it could really hurt someone. So I would say probably not. Probably not.
No.
Does that help? Does that help in any way? We're on to Kitty. What's your question, Kitty?
Is it a dagger? Can I
Wait
guess?
a second, we're on to Kitty now. Kitty, turn on your microphone.
Can you read the information?
Can you? I just hear your brother. I can't hear your question. Again, a little more slowly, please.
Can you use it to do something?
Can you use it to do something? The answer is yes, Kitty. You can use it to do something. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go on to Minnie. Minnie.
I think like travel gear or travel knife.
That is not a question. Are you guessing?
I'm guessing first.
You are wrong.
Okay. Then my question is it expensive?
No, it's cheap. Very cheap. Okay, we're on to Nihan. You have a question for us?
Yes. I have a guess, but I don't say. Is it bigger than a knife?
No, it's not bigger than a knife. We're on to Mr. Sautuk. Turn on your microphone, Sautuk.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Would you like to make a guess? Remember, you can ask any yes-no question. So is it, does it, or do you do something with it? Those are the three basic question forms that you can use. What do you think?
Is it greater than?
Sorry, is it greater than?
I don't understood our game.
So you're asking questions to try to guess what the object is, and so far, we should add a rule to the game that the next person has to repeat everything we learned before. Maybe that'll make it easier. So far, we know that it's sharp, that it's not used for communication, that if you try to comb your hair with it, you're going to cut yourself. The only people who use it are people who like arts and crafts or psycho killers, right? Two possibilities.
I have a suggestion. Maybe you just type what the question was asking by every person in the chat. Because, repetition, everyone will repeat it, will have a lot of time to do that.
That's true, but they'll also get lots of speaking practice. But anyway, it's a good suggestion. We'll type it. Okay, so Mr. Sautuk, we'll come back to you in a moment. Let's go on to Yada. A question from Yada? We'll come back to you in just a moment. Sautuk. One moment.
Yes.
Okay, so Yada, last question from you.
I think.
Yada?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Want to guess, or do you want to have a question? What do you prefer?
Yes, I have a question. I'm not sure if this is the correct way.
Okay.
I can say, have you ever been in Mexico?
Have you ever been in Mexico? What does that have to do with an object in my pocket? It's a good question.
Maybe you purchased this tool from the Mexico.
Okay, Minnie. If that would, but then how would you ask that as a question? You're right.
Did you buy these things from the Mexico?
Right.
Or,
did you buy this? Did you buy this in Mexico, or did you buy this from a Mexican? Yeah, that would be a great question. Absolutely. So
I need to ask my question. Use do or
yeah, any yes/no question. The verb to be or the verb to do.
Do you have brothers or sisters?
But that's not. But think it. Wait, Yada. The game is to figure out a mystery object, and the mystery object is in my pocket.
Right. Okay. So let me think.
All right, we'll come back to you. Let's go back to Sautuk. Would you like to try a question, Sautuk?
Yes. Can you use it everywhere?
Can you use it everywhere? The answer is no. You cannot use it on an airplane. You cannot use it on an airplane. Think about that. Think about that. Okay, Yada, it's your last chance. Do you have a question, Yada?
Oh, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, well, I think we're going to run out of time. So, does anyone want to make a guess?
Razor?
I got one vote for a razor. That's a good guess, by the way. Very close. Not a razor.
What about lighter?
A lighter. Would you cut yourself with a lighter? Lighters aren't sharp. So I don't agree with a lighter. Anyone else? Last guess? Scissors. Look at this.
Scissors.
Look at this. It's scissors. It's scissors. There you go.
Do you carry scissors in your pocket?
Yes, because I'm that kind of guy. I carry scissors in my pocket.
I don't believe you.
It's true. It's true. You should see the things in my pocket. It's very scary. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's. We're not going to have time to do everyone in the class, okay? But maybe we can get 2 people to think of objects. And then we're going to take what we learn about questions and what we learn about descriptions, and we're going to apply that to another situation. We have another activity at the end of class. Okay, so let's play this game for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to give you something else to do based on objects and descriptions. Okay, so who wants to go? Does anyone have an object?
Me. I was the first.
She was the first. Who was the second?
Yeah. Lady first.
The second was Engineer.
Engineer. Okay, so let's go with Anastasia and Engineer. Anastasia, you're first. Do you want to give us any kind of a hint, or do you want us just to ask questions?
I think just ask questions, I guess. Well, I just put this in my pocket.
Right.
And one hint. It's a small. That's it.
Well, unless you have big pockets, it would have to be pretty small.
Well, it's like normal pocket, but it's small. Well, it's not tiny, but it's small.
It's
not
small.
so big.
Okay.
It's smaller than
Anastasia.
scissors.
Anastasia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Everyone, try to be strategic. Use a strategy. Try to eliminate categories, right? So let me ask a strategic question first. Is it something that you use every day?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to write my question after I ask it. Is it something
mostly people use it every day.
Most people use it every day. Okay, and the answer is yes. So in the chat window, I wrote my question with a little y for yes. So I'm being strategic, because if I know it's an everyday object, I don't have to start thinking in some weird thing over here. Okay, we're up to Andrew. Ask the question and please write it too. Go ahead, Andrew.
Okay, is it made of plastic?
No.
Okay, write that for us in the chat window, Andrew. Okay? Is it made of plastic? No. By the way, that was a good strategic question. If we can figure out the material, it'll be easier to figure out the object. And Andrew, okay, good. The next person is going to be asking question number 3. It's Indranil.
I haven't thought of it. Can you pass?
Okay, pass. No problem. No problem. We're on to Mr. Juan.
Is that made to metal?
Is it made to metal? Wait a second. Not to. Is it made of, of metal? Excuse me. Is it
Of
made
metal.
No.
Okay. Okay, write that with the number 3, Juan. So write 3. Is it made of metal? No. Please write that in the chat window, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you. Great. Kitty, we're up to you.
Is it necessary for women?
Good question. Actually, you and Alberto have almost the same question. So you and Alberto, we're going to count this as number 4. Is it a woman's accessory?
No.
No. Kitty, could you write that with a number 4 in the chat window? And Juan, don't forget to write your question, okay? Juan.
Yes.
Did you write your question? Because I don't see it in the chat window.
A new question?
No. Write the question and the answer in the chat window so we can keep track of the questions. Write it in the Verbling chat window, okay? And write a number 3 so we know you're the 3rd. Kitty, write your question with a number 4 so we know, because we've only got 20 questions. So write your question and answer with a number 4 in the chat window. And now we are on to Mine, number 5.
Can you put something inside this tool or these things?
Good question. Can you put something inside of it?
Yeah, you can, if you want.
You can if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, Minnie, write in the chat window, number 5, can you put something inside of it? Yes. Please write that in the chat window. Okay, Minnie? Minnie, okay?
Because, like, if you just use all this thing, you can. I would say
yes, I wrote it.
Okay, excellent. By the way, try to write the number of the question too. It's too late now, but we're up to question 6, and it's Nihan.
Yes. Is it made of leather?
Is it made of leather?
No.
No, it's not. Nihan, please write number 6 next to your question so we don't forget where we are, okay?
Okay.
Excellent.
I want to comment about can you put something inside of it? Well, if you use it as a whole, you can.
If you use it as a whole, you can, but if you use it as a part, you cannot. Is that right?
Yes.
Interesting. Very interesting. We are up to Mr. We're up to Mr. Saltuk. Mr. Saltuk, want to venture a guess?
Yes. Is it a usable thing for kids?
Ah, good question. Is it a very useful thing for kids?
No. Children should not use this.
Not okay. Saltak, please write your question with the number 7 so we know where we are. Okay, Saltak? Write that in the Verbling chat window. Is it very useful for kids? Useful. Excellent question. We're up to Yada. And this is question number 8 for Yada.
It is used like accessories.
Is it used for, sorry?
I'm not sure if the word is in English. Accessories?
Accessory?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, like for example, a beauty product might be an accessory, or a jewelry or something. Is that what you mean? Yada, do you mean
accessory,
like
right?
accessory? Accessory, right. Accessory.
No, it's not.
It's not an accessory. Okay, so Yada, please write number 8, and is it an accessory? No. Please write that in the Verbling window. We can keep track. I'm sorry, Anastasia, what were you saying?
People do not call it accessory.
People don't call it an accessory. Alberto is asking, is it unhealthy? Is it unhealthy? I'm not sure I understand that question. I think you should be asking Alberto, is it healthy? Not is it unhealthy, because why would she have it in her pocket if it was unhealthy? But anyway, it's your choice. Is it healthy or is it unhealthy? I'm going to change it. Is it healthy for us? Is it something healthy?
Well, it's really strange question for this thing, and now I'm thinking how to answer. If you use this in a proper way, it will be fine. It's a good thing. But if you just use it in a bad thing,
okay, if you use it right, it's okay. It will be healthy.
It's okay, yeah. But if you use it wrong, it's a bad, I think. Okay. But it's not connected with like healthy or unhealthy.
Okay, and Hazel, ask your question. We're going to go out of order now. Oh, I'm sorry. Hazel's not in the room. I'm sorry. Hazel is asking, is it used for communication purposes? It should be purposes, Hazel. Is it used for communication purposes?
So, no.
It's not used for communication purposes. Tara is asking, is it made of plastic?
No.
Is it made of plastic?
No.
This question I
Interesting.
asked before.
Is it soft?
Oh, you asked it. Okay, so it doesn't count. Okay, we're running out of questions. We're back to Andrew. We've got about 6 more questions.
Okay, Anastasia, is it made of paper?
No. Well, if you use the whole... those things are not. But if you put them where you can buy them, like this is a paper. So this is things. Yes, they are just in box. But you just buy them like that with a box. Box is made of paper.
Yeah, they sealed in a paper box. Yeah, can I say like that? Sealed. Or
sealed. Right. Sealed. Good.
Sealed,
what is that?
Inside of.
Упаковывать.
Kind of, but in English they just call it box.
Wow, I'm totally lost. Okay. Indra Neil, we're back to you.
Is it soft?
Is it soft? Good question.
No, it's not.
We're back to Juan.
It's a diary.
Is it a diary, Juan?
Is it a diary?
No,
is it a diary?
Not.
No, it's not. We got 2 questions left. 2 questions left. We're back to Kitty. Kitty? Is it or does it? Or do you with it? What's your question?
I'm sorry, I can't get it.
All right. We'll go on to Minnie. 2 questions left.
Skip me. I don't think anything.
Okay. Nihan, we're up to you.
Can you put it in your mouth?
Excellent. Can you put it in your mouth?
Well, you can do it. Yep, you can.
Well,
you cannot.
But I will not advise you to do that. I will not recommend you to do that.
I would not advise you to put it in your mouth. Okay. I think that's 20 questions. It's not edible. Edible. Not eatable, but edible. We pronounce it differently. So it's not edible. Okay. Does anyone want to venture a guess? Going once? Going twice? Go ahead. Soltuk.
Is it pill?
Is it a pill?
Toothpick.
No, it's not a pill.
Toothpick?
No.
Is it a dog?
What is it?
No.
Is it a time? Is it a spaceship from Kazakhstan? No.
No.
What is it? Okay, what is
it? It's matches.
It's matches.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it's matches.
But it's unhealthy.
It's a what?
Not healthy.
Yeah,
you put it in your mouth.
Well, you can just put like you can do it, but
You
I
should-
say I will. But
Anastasia, you should have said you can put it in your mouth as long as you don't strike it against the box. If you strike it against the box, you don't want to put it in your mouth.
But I say like but I do not recommend you to put this in your mouth.
Yeah, but that's so general. You should say as long as it's not on fire, you can put it in your mouth.
Okay.
Because that way it could still be a rocket ship, right? You don't know. A small rocket ship or a normal sized match. Okay, excellent. Internil, you had one for us. You've got about 4 or 5 minutes. So I think we're going to do this in 10 questions instead of 20. So we're going to be really, really strategic because I want to have time at the end for a little activity where you get to use some of your descriptive powers. Internil, want to give us a hint to start off with?
It's a very small. And
Very small, okay.
It is normally used by everyone. Everybody knows about it. I think.
Is it Justin
If
Bieber? Small and everyone knows about it? No?
Justin Bieber in your pocket? I cannot read.
He's a lot smaller than people realize.
How will I say?
Am I right or wrong? No, I'm wrong, aren't I? Okay. All right, let's start the questions. Okay. This time let's go from right to left. On your screen that might look like left to right. I don't know if it's reversed or not. But we're going to start with Yara this time for question number 1. Are you ready, Yara? Be strategic. Try to be very strategic. Try to rule out, try to eliminate big categories if you can.
He say is small.
Well, we know it's small. We know it's small because he said it's very small and everyone knows about it.
Everybody uses it.
So want to try a different one? Or want us to come back to you in a minute?
Next person, please.
Okay.
Idea.
Okay, you keep thinking. Sautuk.
Yes. I should ask a question.
Yeah. It's the same game. It's the same game. It's a different object, but it's the same game.
It's be interested in illnesses.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the question. Say it a little slowly, please. Say it again, please.
It's be interested in illnesses.
Nope. Sorry, not following. Can you write it for us? Because maybe I didn't understand the last word. Why didn't you write that for us in the chat?
Illness. He asked about the illness.
Illness.
Yes.
And remember, we have to ask a yes or no question. So, is it, or does it, or can you? So that I didn't quite understand the question because I don't see the yes/no part. So, for example, is it something to treat illness? That would be a yes/no question.
We use it.
Do we use it? Do we use it? As a question.
Do we use it when we illness?
Okay, good question. Do we use it when we are ill? And the answer is no. Okay, I wrote your question for you, Saltuk. Take a look on the chat window. I wrote it for you. Do we use it when we are ill? Okay, let's go with Nihan. Question number 2.
Is it flexible object?
Is it flexible?
No, it's not flexible.
No. Question number 3 from Kitty. And she's going to say, I don't know.
Is this your phone?
Is it earphones? Is that it?
Use phone?
Sorry? I didn't get you.
I didn't get it either. Is it used for what? Is it... Because, Kitty, your connection is a little difficult. Oh, did she say useful? Is it useful? Okay, that's a good question. Is it useful?
Yeah, it's useful very much.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, let's go with Mine.
Okay. Is it made of the metal?
Is it made of metal? Excellent question. Is it?
May be, may not be.
It may be or it may not be. Interesting. Okay, we're up to Mr. Juan. Mr. Juan.
What color is it?
Uh-oh. Can't ask that question. That's not a yes or no question.
There are many kinds of colors you can give.
But you have to. It has to be a yes/no question.
Yeah. I'm just telling. Just a clue.
So you could ask. You could ask, is it blue? That would be a yes/no question. You could ask, is it colorful? That would be a yes/no question.
Yeah, it can have.
What do you think, Juan?
Different colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, different colors. So the question was colorful. Is it colorful? I think that was the question we're going for, and the answer was what? Yes? Kind of yes?
Yeah.
Can be.
Yeah.
Yes. Can be. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to guess it really soon. We're up to number 6, and it is Andrew.
Okay. Can I? Is it used to stay in touch with friends, or it would be better to ask like, does it help to stay?
No.
Touch? Is it used to stay? Yeah.
Is it used for, Andrew, staying in touch with friends? Like this? Take a look in the chat window. I hope you can see what I wrote. Is it used for staying in touch? That's one way to ask. Because you have the word for, which is a preposition, we always follow that with a gerund, the ing form. So is it used for staying in touch? Is it used for speaking with friends? Is it used for doing your hair? It's always with the gerund form. Indranil.
No.
Question number 7 from Anastasia.
Is it used for preparing food?
Is it used for preparing food? Good question. And good question form, too. Is it used for preparing food? And the answer is no, right?
No.
3 questions left. We're on to question 8, which is yada.
Yeah. Do you use every day?
Do we use it every day?
Some people may use it. Some people may not use it. It's not. You may use it. You may not use it.
So yes and no. We say yes and no. Indranil, we've got 2 questions left. Why don't you give us another hint? Maybe we'll guess it.
It's you cannot find this object in past. It's a new.
It's something new. Okay, something new. Okay, Mr. Sautuk, we're back to you for question number 9.
You cannot find it in old days.
You can find it where, Indranil? Sorry, you can find it where?
You cannot find during old days, means during early days. It's a new object.
Early days means what? Early in the morning at 9 a.m.?
No. Means before 1900 or something like that. I'm telling.
Okay, so only for the last 100 years or so. Is that right?
I am not telling last 100 years, but in recent years, recently this object is.
So it's a recent object.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Sautuk, what do you think?
Not very recent.
Mr. Sautuk, what do you think?
How often we use it?
Good question, but we can't ask that question, Sautuk, because it's not a yes/no. It's got to be a yes/no question. So we can't say how often, but can you think of how could we change that to make it a yes/no question?
Do we use it often?
Yeah, good. Do we use it often? Excellent. Indranil.
Yeah, no, that is already asked, I think.
Okay. So then that means we have 2 more questions. We're back to Nihan for number 9.
Does it have any sound?
Does it have any what?
Sound.
Any sound? Does it make, sorry, Nihan, does it make any sound?
Okay, I will give one more clue. It's people who are more into technology, they may know it.
But answer her question too. Does it make any sounds?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. And the last, we got a big clue here. It has something to do with technology, or people who are into technology might know about it. The very last question from Minnie. Question number 10 from Minnie. Minnie, it's your moment to shine.
Okay. I had the same question like Nihan. Do you listen music? Something like that, but he said no. Now I change my question.
Please change your question. Do you have another one?
Okay. Did you purchase these things last 3 years?
Did you purchase it in the last 3 years?
Yes.
Yeah, you can get it under 3 years.
Okay.
3 years.
Andre is asking, is it an MP3 player?
No.
No, it's not an MP3 player. Does anyone else want to venture a guess?
Is that a
External
mouse?
hard disk.
One at
Mouse?
a time?
Is it a mouse?
No.
It's not a mouse?
Is it an
No
external
mouse?
hard disk?
It's smaller than mouse. Very small than mouse.
iPad? Or not iPad. What is it called? iPod.
Is it an iPod? Minnie's asking, is it
No.
an iPod?
No.
Is it
It's
used?
a hard disk. External hard disk.
Sorry?
Indranil, you do have an object in mind, right? I mean, there is a real object here. We're not just asking questions all day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. We're trusting you. We're trusting you.
It's a pen drive.
It's a pen drive. It's a pen drive. Do you have a camera? Can you show us a pen drive?
No, I don't have.
I don't have. I can't show you.
I have
wait.
no idea what is it.
Hold on, I'll show you. Wait, I'll show you. Wait, I have one here. Where's my wallet? Here, I'm going to show you a pen drive. Can everyone see this? This is a pen drive. And if you open it,
Oh, gotcha.
if you open it, it looks like this. This is a pen drive. See it?
But I already said it.
Flash disk.
Oh my God, Nihan already.
External hard disk or flash disk. I already said it.
That's true. That's true. If she said, but the only problem there, I think it's because you said disk instead of drive, and disk it sounds like the big thing, like the big hard drive. Maybe that's
No,
why.
I said flash disk or external hard disk. What kind of
Drive. No.
Anyway,
She told
Not the big one. I said flash disk in my language. We said it flash disk.
I haven't heard everything because everybody was saying at that time.
And also, someone wrote flash something earlier too. Where was it? I saw it earlier. Someone else wrote
Can we
flash.
also call it like flash drive?
Because he said there is a no sound and a technologic object. I guess
Right.
it was flash disk or.
I think it's an issue of semantics, because I think in American English we would probably say, we can say this, let me put the camera back on me, hold on. We can say thumb drive, we can say flash drive, right?
Say USB drive.
USB drive, but I guess we always use the word drive, because if you say, I don't know, card, and what else could we say? Disk, they imply something else. That's why maybe that would be confusing. But it's just an issue of semantics. Say again, Indranil?
This will be something like circular.
Yeah, that's true. I can't argue with that. Discs are circular. That's true. Well, listen, I wanted to do a second part to this game, but I don't really have time. I don't have time. But here's what we can do. If this is see here, I had a good second part to this. A second part. Let me tell you what I was going to do, and then we can do this again during the week. The second part of this is after you have some practice describing and asking different kinds of questions, we were going to play detective. So we can still do this, but we have to do it in another class. I would give you a list of objects that were found. A person has disappeared, and all that's left are the objects in the person's pocket. You have to try to figure out what happened to the person and what kind of person they were, just, excuse me, just based on the objects that were found. So that was part 2. But we're not going to have time to do that today, unfortunately. And I have another class in 2.5 minutes, which is a mystery class. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to get a drink of water. But here's what you can do. Go to my Facebook page and give me suggestions. For example, if you'd like to do the rest of this class, let me know on my Facebook page and I will schedule the class for you. You can also give me suggestions for classes that you would like. And please, if you're not following me on Verblink, please do that. You can see my schedule. Plus, it makes me happy because I feel like I have friends. I like friends. I don't have very many. What else was I going to say before I go? I had something else important to say to you. And let's do a quick review. We got a minute and a half. So, in order to ask a yes-no question, how do we form the question? Let's do a quick review and summary. What are acceptable? Go ahead, Indranil.
We'll use the words like beginning of the sentence with do you, can you, does you.
Does it?
Does it, or does he, or does she? Yeah, excellent. So we have is it, do you, can you, what else? Did we miss anything? Well, these are 3 good ones, right? Yes, by the way, Ahmed, fans are more important than friends. I agree. I need more fans than friends. So think about those question forms, okay? And then we can. This is a game we can play because every time we play it, it's totally different. And next time, I'm going to add something, like I said, I'm going to add a detective element to this. So you're going to use your powers of description to do more than just think about an objects. You're going to try to create a person from the objects, just like a detective. But we've got to stop now. And if you want to come back, I'm doing another class in about a minute. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one too. So bye everyone.
See you soon.
See you the next
Bye-bye.
time.